I first saw a trailer of this anime on YouTube, and I thought it looked like something I'd watch. I didn't realize we were gonna have it on Crunchyroll, but yeah, it's Crunchyroll. We got the first episode out today, which is Saturday, and it's the Faraway Paladin. Um, it kind of reminds me a little bit of what's it? Fuck. Oh God, I can't remember the fucking name. Jobless Reincarnation. Like, just something about the way it's told reminds me of that. Also, kind of like Ancient Magus Bride, which I guess we're also getting a new series of that. Is it a series or is it like some original video animations or something also on Crunchyroll sometime, whenever the fuck later? It's not up yet. I don't know what day they're gonna post that, but I was looking at what they have for coming out this fall. It's not a whole lot, at least for me. Like, I wasn't like, oh, there's this and that. It's kind of like, oh, okay, there's that, and that's about it for me. Everything else is just I don't care about Digimon. So and then there's a bunch of mecha ones, and we all know I'm not one for mecha. I'm very picky, and if I do watch mecha, it's actually kind of surprising. Anyway, so yeah, the Faraway Paladin. The first episode is out today, and it's basically like the first thing we see is kind of the how do I put it? Or like the character is kind of like falling into nothingness, and it's kind of almost like he's falling underwater because like it's blackness, but also there's like bubbles, so it's kind of like he's falling deep underwater or something. But obviously, from what they're saying, it's whoever this person was at one point. We don't know their name until a little bit later. Is that they died and that they didn't really live. If you know what I mean. Uh, and they're reborn, and then they're being raised by three undead. Gus, the ghost, Mary, where the fuck she is, and Blood, the skeleton. And they raise Will, who's kind of reborn into this world, and he's noticed that he's the only kid he's ever seen. The only people he's interacted with so far in this life are those three. No one else. He's never seen anyone else. And but we know they're undead. And he knows they have a lot of things they're like keeping secret for him, and also that he's keeping the secret that he has memories from his previous life. And so we just kind of see his like daily life over the years about them like raising him, Gus teaching him magic, Blood teaching him combat, and Mary teaches him. We don't get everything that she teaches him, but basically he says that he learns the most from her, and they're usually like everyday but very important things. Like, I'm guessing that's probably farming. We're also introduced to the story of creation, which is there was the first god, and then something about there was so much magic in the world that they couldn't hold its shape, so he used it to create the ground, the earth or whatever the fuck it is. I mean, not Earth as the planet, but like Earth as in like ground, the planet, whatever the fuck they are, soil. And then the sky and the sea and everything, and then other gods came, and then the humans, and then the monsters or whatever. And we get a little information about the other gods, and that Mary worships. I'm stupid. Worships the god of like child rearing and like harvest, essentially, called Matter. And that, I guess, she had a child with the god of justice and lightning called Volt, and that they had a child that became the one that watches over life and death. And like when we see him falling, we see for a brief second like a lantern, and later on you see him kind of like walking around, is like saying their names and what they're for. Like I said, Volt is the god of justice and lightning, and saying kind of like that to himself in his head. And he touches a statue, and it is, I can't remember their name, unfortunately. But I am assuming, because I think they're also carrying a lantern, is probably maybe he met the god of life and death or whatever, And we learn that, yeah, Mary prays to Matter, and that we also learn later on that Mary, the goddess, fuck, I can't remember her name. The goddess that Mary worships, Matter, sorry, is, I guess their mortal enemy is the god Stagnate, who is the god of the undead. And, yeah, we kind of just learn that, I don't know how else to describe it. It's like, it's very just kind of like seeing a bit of his daily life, and then him growing up a little bit, and seeing more about him learning about stuff, and then a little bit more, and then we get to the end where he's told that he's not allowed, or like every day, a couple times a day, Mary kind of like sequesters herself in the temple, which is kind of where they live, and he's not, or Will, who's our main character, is not allowed to go in there, and of course he does. And he opens the door, and Mary is on fire. And so he's freaking out and like grabs her, and of course burns the shit out of his arms. And then we flash to him in the bed with like a fever and like bandages all over his arms, and the three of them around him. Like, why did you do that, dude? And he explains, I was curious. And that's when they explain that the reason she's on fire is because she's praying to Matter. And because Matter and Stagnate, who they formed a contract with, because obviously they're all undead, they're now considered traitors against the other gods, the good gods, essentially. The virtuous gods, I think is what they call them. And every day she prays, and Matter sends down like a little bun or something, like some type of food for Will to eat. But I don't know if she's punishing Mary, or if it's just them just coming in contact is what happens. Like, they're a little unclear about that. So I don't know if she's being punished, or if it just kind of like happens because technically she would be considered impure. I don't know, like a side effect of it or something. But she does it like every day, and that's what some of the like little bun or something. I don't know what the bun, some bread type thing. Like, I don't know what the fuck it is. And she gives that to Will, and they're like, "We'll tell you all this stuff when you're older, but right now." And that's kind of how it ends, is him being like, okay, can you do me a favor and I can pray with you every day? And that's kind of how it ends, is how he wants to understand Mary a bit, and then we get the ending thing, which is pretty. I'm excited for this one. I know I don't sound excited, but like, I've been babysitting all week, and then surprisingly I had to fucking puppy sit today. And I also get to puppy sit all day Monday. I don't agree to any of this, by the way. This is just like a surprise. Can you watch them? We're not giving you a choice. You're watching them. So I'm just kind of like, oh, for fuck's sake. Like, Jasper just went home not that long ago, half an hour ago. So I'm kind of just like, I'm tired. Fucking tired. I don't have a lot of energy to begin with, especially when I'm watching the kid or the dogs. I can't do a lot of energy, okay? It's not just like, oh, turn on the TV and watch it. Like, no, I have to pay attention to these two. Gotta make sure they're fed. Gotta make sure they're not doing anything they're not supposed to. You know. And when I have the kid, it's not just turn on the TV and ignore him. I'm engaging with him the entire time. Like, if we're watching TV, it's, hey, what's that? What's that person doing? Why do you think they're doing that? Look at that color. Isn't that pretty? Like, I'm asking questions. He's talking to me. I'm talking. It's literally from the second I get him is talk until he fucking leaves. And with Jasper, our puppy, it's like, I gotta like keep him away from the other dogs because they're not okay with him. Like, they don't always fight, but the other day, like, he jumped up and like stepped on Cheerio, and Cheerio was like, I'm gonna take a bite out that ass. So stuff like that. And then also he likes to run around. He wants to play and play tug of war. So like, it's a lot of energy for me, so I'm just kind of like dead. So that's why I sound very like so I'm sorry. Hopefully I'm not mumbling to the point you can't understand anything I'm saying. But basically, I was kind of excited for this when I saw the trailer for it, because YouTube likes to recommend you shit, you know. Not literal shit. I mean, on occasion I do get some dumb shit, and I'm just like, I would never watch that. Why? I'm getting recommended My Little Pony shit, but that's because the kid watches My Little Pony stuff, like 3 videos, and now my fucking YouTube is like, you like My Little Pony? What about Peppa Pig? You want some SpongeBob? Like, god damn it. So it's like that, and then there's like Shane Dawson, Jeffree Star, Trisha Paytas, like the drama channels, and then like some true crime shit. So it's just and then there's like Animal Crossing stuff, and then of course like my Jiggly Panda, my big Jiggly Panda. Oh my god, that sounds like the most inappropriate child stories. My Jiggly Panda. Oh my god, you can tell I'm tired. Anyway, yeah, I'm excited for this one. I can't wait for more episodes. I feel like it's gonna be one of those shows that's gonna make me cry. Fuck, I hate crying. I'm yawning and I'm already tearing up shit. Yeah. So it looks like it's gonna be good, I think, and I wonder what your opinions are, and now I'm gonna go watch other stuff. Okay, bye.